Howdy there, pluckers. Ivor Sawfingers again with you with hopefully something interesting for you all. Classic song from the early Fleetwood Mac days, and a song called Man of the World, featuring Peter Green, of course. Standard tuning, no capos, doing the same key as the original version. Okay, so this is my take on a single guitar version on an acoustic. Okay, I'm going to be breaking the song down into 3 different lessons. This one is the intro. The second lesson will be about verses, and the third lesson will be about the bridge section and the outro. Okay, so the fingering on some of this is quite tricky, so I just want to break it down into bits so we don't overload anybody. Okay, but say once you've got the intro sorted, the rest of the song will be somewhat easier. Okay, so starting off with a D chord of sorts. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm playing the first 3 strings as a bar with my first finger on the 2nd fret. Okay, my second finger is playing the third fret of the 2nd string. Okay, and my pinky is playing the top E string at the 5th fret, and that is the first shape you need. Okay, so you can either go 5 down to 1 or 4 down to 1, depends how much you like best. Okay, so and the idea is to pick out this top E string is the important note. Okay, because what we've got is that, so we need to hear that of the first note. Okay, so sort of slow rake, ending up on that top E string at 5th fret. Then what I do is I take my pinky off, and what I do is I basically bar the first top 2 strings with the 2nd finger, so it just leans over, keeping the first finger where it is. This 2nd finger just goes over and hits the top E string and the 2nd string on the 3rd fret. But you only need to hit the top E string at the 3rd fret. Okay, so it's just a single note the way I play it. So first one is the chord, then this finger goes over, bars the first top 2 strings, and you hit just the top E string at the 3rd fret. Then I take that off and play the 2nd fret of the top E string, because held by the bar, just the top E string again. Right, and we don't have to bar it. You could just put the finger down, the 2nd finger down onto the top E string on the 3rd fret if you want to, but it means there's a movement there which I find slower than just doing that. Okay, but whichever is easier for you, you have to work out what's best for you. Okay, so that's the first 3. So then put this finger back again onto the 3rd fret of the top E string, either as a bar, first 2 strings, or just singly on the top E string, 3rd fret. Okay, and then take it off and play the top E string on the 2nd fret with the first finger again. Okay, so that. Okay, then we move on to the 2nd chord, which is an A chord. Again, rather than unusual fingering. I'm barring the first 4 strings with the first finger on the 2nd fret. Okay, 2nd fret, bar, first 4 strings, first finger. Pinky goes back up to the top E string on the 5th fret, and you 5 down to 1. So now you've got this. Now what I do, a lot of people don't seem to do this, but I hear this. After that, some people just stay there with the pinky on the top E string, their 5th fret. I like to take it off and just play the bar. 5 down to 1 again, A 6th. Okay, so now we've got this. Okay, so a single strum on the A, and then a single strum on the A6. Next chord is a G minor, barring on the first 3 strings on the 3rd fret with the first finger, and the 3rd finger goes up to the 5th fret on the 4th string, the D string, 4 down to 1. So what I do on this is I go down and 2 up strokes. So now you've got this. Then what we do, holding the G minor, you add your pinky to the top E string on the 5th fret. That becomes a G minor 9th, okay? Right, so now you've got just a single downstroke on that G minor 9th. Then take the pinky off and just play the G minor again. So it's so now, so far. Once again, very slowly. Okay. And then at that point you do a little strum on the D, so we'll just go through that again, just as I'll show you the strum. And then you do the first line again that you did to start with the stretchy D. You repeat that line again. So I'll just show you that all the way up to the second half, first line. Okay, so here we go. Repeat. Up to that point is the same. Okay. After the A to the A6, this is where it changes. So we'll just go through the whole thing right from the beginning up to that point. As we've got, yeah. Then what we do is we play an E minor, straightforward E minor, but try and play it nearer the bridge somewhere to get a nice bright sound. So you play that chord, just a nice strum on, single strum on the E minor, bit of a pause, and then add to the E minor, add your pinky to the top E string on the 3rd fret. There, yeah. So. Then move it down to the 2nd fret, pinky down to the 2nd fret top E string, and again strum, and then the open E minor again. No pinky, okay, so it's... Got that? So now we've got this. Finally, we play a B minor, bar chord or simple, whichever is easier for you. Just a simple straightforward strum, rasping strum, sort of arpeggiated strum, slow strum, that one, or a simple B minor. If you can't do the B minor bar chord, just play a simple one. And then there's a bit of a pause, and then there's a little bit of a riff, and it goes, sorry. What we're doing there, so holding, after you've done the strum on the B minor at the end, you go 3rd string, 4th string, open 4th string, then the 4th fret of the 4th string again, finally the 2nd on the 5th. So it's again 3rd fret. So I do it on simple B minor, it's the same thing. So 3rd fret, third string, 4th fret, then the 4th string on the 4th fret, open 4th string, then the 4th fret of the 4th string again, and then the 2nd on the 5th. And then there's a bit of a pause, and then he comes in with the first verse, you know. Let me tell you, tell you about my life. Alright, to the first verse, okay? So let's do the whole thing once more, very slowly for you, and hopefully you can go away and practice it, and we'll move into the verse on the next lesson, okay? So here we go. And there you have it, the intro to Man of the World on a single acoustic. Okay, well, I'll see you hopefully in lesson 2 for the verses. Bye for now.